Hello, dear friends. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, newcomers. I hope you like the channel, and if so, be part of it by subscribing. You know it's free. Hit that bell notification for the new uploads. And thank you so much for your uplifting words, your comments, your prayers for myself and for my family. God bless you in every sense of the word. Want to explain a little bit about my threads. I am in Europe. These are Portugal threads. We go by color number and not name. So this is number 23, and of course white stays the name white. These are 100% cotton thread. They're 4-ply, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Mine's a little bit thinner, so Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton will be a bit bigger than my patterns. I usually use 2.75 hooks, sometimes 3.5, depending upon the project that I'm using. A small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I'd like to mention I do have a crochet private group in Facebook. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile pic. I also have Instagram and TikTok and a crochet page that you can follow. All of these links to all of the Facebook page, group, Instagram, and TikTok will be below inside of the description box. Also, all the measurements to the pieces I create will be below in the description box also. Now, don't forget, everybody's tension varies, so doesn't necessarily mean that my pattern, the size of my pattern, will be the same as yours. Your tension is different than mine, and your threads are probably different than mine. You want to go smaller, you can use Aunt Lydia number 10 for smaller doilies or smaller runners or placemats, whatever the case may be. If you go thicker, especially if you want to do rugs, carpets, whatever, you can use the macrame thread, which is perfect for that. And it's heavy enough, you don't have to put a back part into it. And of course, reminder that it doesn't matter what doily you create or centerpiece, runner, round, oval, octagon, whatever the case may be. I forgot what I was going to mention. Oh, the coloring. You can use whatever colors you want. Don't forget that if you're going into the season of Christmas and I have orange and white, you can go into the red and green with the same doily. You can just switch the colors. Automatically you have the season of the colors you want. A lot of times I get requested to do Christmas doilies. I have so many doilies. You can just, turn the colors to the specific holiday that you would like. Okay, so we're going to get started, everyone. Thank you so much. Please, if you can, sharing is caring. Please give a thumbs up on the video. This is the only way that YouTube will recognize our work and circulate the video more often so other people around the world can get to know our channels and keep us growing so we can keep going on and create these beautiful patterns for yourself. It's literally impossible to put so many hours and so much money into threads to create these pieces. And, you guys are not appreciating, but at least liking or subscribing, it just wouldn't be worth for us creators to continue on. Okay, so thank you so much. If possible, when you're watching the video, and I want to mention, by the way, for the beautiful comments, I forgot your name now, sweetheart, but you know I'm talking about you. There is some people that don't crochet, but just for the helping hand with the video, they do watch the video and mention on the comments below they're watching the video, and also the commercials. Now, commercials have nothing to do with me. This is up to YouTube. I have no control of that. And this is the only way they get paid, by those sponsors, in order to provide for us. So if it's possible, of course, I'm not asking you to watch 2-3 minute video, but if it's a few seconds, go get yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a glass of water. Let the commercial run. This is the way it helps us. I mean, the more people watch the commercials when it's running through, the better it is for us. And it's the only way that, YouTube will appreciate us a little bit more too. Okay? So thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. Let's get started. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to create the oval Doily for these beautiful rosebud doilies. You guys remember I just did it a few days ago. The bigger one and the smaller one. And I've been having a lot of requests also. I did mention when I did do the video that I probably was going to create the oval one. So today we're going to create that. It will be very simple and fast. I'm not going to create a huge one, but you know, long enough so we can display it beautifully. I mean, this looks gorgeous like that, one on top of the other. Wow. Okay, that gives me an idea for a next tutorial. So we'll do the oval with this. I'm going to use my leftover. I still have leftover mixed color of the blue and the yellow, and also the mixed color green for the leaves, and of course the white. These are 4-ply Portugal thread. Similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. So, and I'm going to use 2.75 hook. So let's get started, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. So starting off with the white, I'm going to do my slip stitch. Hopefully I won't get off camera because this is a bad habit. Oh, and I must put the darker towel or you guys won't be able to see it on the white. So sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm doing this in the middle of the stitching when I remember that I have to put something darker underneath here. Okay, so move a little bit here so we can have the center. So slip stitch knot, and I'm going to do, I don't know how many chains I'm going to do yet. I want to not too big, but not too small either. So you could always advance the video to see how many chain stitch I have done. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my chain stitch. Now, if your tension is tight, use a hook bigger or 2. We don't want a tight tension, especially on the chain stitch. Okay, and that goes for any pattern. Okay, everyone, so I've done 95 chain stitch. Now if you want to go smaller, you could decrease by 4. If you want to go bigger, increase by 4 chain. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm coming in my 5th. Actually, not even. I'm going to go further than that. 1, 2, 3. So I have 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my 7th. I'm going to do double crochet. Now, if we need to make adjustments as we go, then we will. I'm just creating this as I'm going. I don't write patterns as much as I don't read them. I get questioned a lot on that. So 1 double crochet per stitch all the way to the end, and then I'll meet you at the end so we can go through the second process or second row and take it from there. Okay? Okay, everyone, so I've done 88 double crochets. That's not counting the round one here, starting on the first double crochet when we hooked on the 7th. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. I'm going to come into that first space here. So we have also a loop on this side. Okay, now I'm going to come back in that same stitch and do a single and 2 chain. So I have my first double crochet into the second. I'm going to create groups of 3 double crochet in 1 chain space. Okay, so I have my 3 double crochet, 1 chain. I'm going to skip a stitch and come into the next one. Create those groups of 3 double crochets again. We're going to do this all the way around the same way and 1 chain space. Skip a stitch, into the next one. And I'm grabbing that chain that we did going up when we first started. I'm not grabbing the double crochet, I'm going right in through the chain. So groups of 3, double crochet, 1 chain space, and skip a stitch. I'll meet you at the end. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I've created my 3 double crochet groups, skipped a stitch, did 1 chain in between them. I have 22 groups. There's 1 double crochet left. So 1 chain coming inside of that 6 chain we did. And I use a smaller hook just not to poke big holes through that chain that we did. Okay, so 1 double crochet, 1, 2 chain into the next one, or into the same one, sorry. 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain. My goodness, I'm getting confused with the last pattern. 1 double crochet, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, and 1 double crochet. So we have 6 double crochet total inside of this 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do 1 chain. So always 1 chain coming in. Or did I do 1 chain coming? Yeah, 1 chain coming in and 1 chain going out. So 1 chain. I'm going to skip this first double crochet and proceed exactly on the same direction where we have the 22 double crochets. Okay, so 1 chain and then skip a stitch. Not hard to follow because you know that you have those groups of the 3 double crochet opposite of you right on the same direction. So we'll create 22. Also get into the corner here. We will also do 6 double crochet, 2 chain space between them. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've also done the 6 double crochets on this side, done my groups, closed in with slip stitch. I am going to come in that same one, single and 2 chain. So I have my first double crochet and 1 chain for space again. So I'm coming in the next one and doing my groups of 3 double crochet. The difference is we'll have 1 row with groups, 1 row with 1 double crochet. So the next row we'll have 1 on top of the double crochet and 2 inside, form a group of 3. Give you an example of the latest doily that I had just created. So basically, as you see here, group of 3, next row 1 double crochet, group of 3, next row 1 double crochet, and we're going to continue to do that. So 1 chain and then the 3 double crochets. Okay, when we get to the end, we'll do exactly the same thing. A group on this one here, and then 1 chain and 1 double crochet only. So all 4 corners will have that 1 double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So on this row, we'll have 21 groups of 3 double crochet. The next row will have 22, and the next row 21. It keeps alternating because of that 1 double crochet that we do. So 1 chain on the last one. We're going to do that 1 double crochet, 1 chain. I'm going to come in this first double crochet, and I'm going to do an increase of 2 in the same stitch. 2 chain into the next one, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and the same will be for the other side. 2 chain, I'm sure that a lot of you have seen me create this centerpiece from many different other patterns or designs, I should say. 2 double crochet on the oval, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and on my last one, 2 double crochet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 2 double crochet, 1 chain, doing that 1 double crochet only, exactly how we have it on this side. All 4 corners will be the same. 1 chain coming into the next one and creating your 21 group of 3 double crochet. Now, I'm not sure yet how many rows I'm going to keep going up. Each time we get to the oval, we're doing an increase on the last double crochet, 2 together on the last one. So this row 1, let's say this is row 1, 1 double crochet. Row 2, 2 double crochet. Row 3, 3 double crochet. Row 4, 4 double crochet, because there's always an increase on the second one. Here we're going to be doing on the next row, obviously, we're going to be doing the group. So 1 on top, 2 inside. Okay, 1 chain. Remembering that if your tension is too tight, you can do a 2 chain. Okay, so I will meet you at the end of my row completely, because we're just going to repeat this on the other edge. And you know you have to do 21 groups. As soon as you do 21 groups, you just follow. You have to do 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and then 2 per stitch. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I finished my row. I'm going to come back in this same stitch, single, 2 chain, my double crochet inside of the 1 chain space, creating my group. So we're alternating 1 row with a group, 1 row. That means next row, row 4, we'll have 1 double crochet only like this one here. Okay, 1 chain, and again. Now you could always advance the video to see how many rows I've done. Once you get to the corner, the edge, we're going to do an increase, so we'll have 1 double crochet and 2 on the second. Next row, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 on the last. Okay, like I said, you could always advance the video and see how many rows I'll be creating, because I'm not sure. I don't want it too wide, but I don't want it too slim either. So I'm just going to create until I'm comfortable with the wideness of the pattern, because we still have to create the flowers around. That's going to take some space and more wideness also. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of once I've completed my rows. And I'm counting this row here, not the center one, but this one here is row 1. So I'm on row 3 right now. We'll have 3 double crochets on the oval. Okay, everyone. So from this row that we have those 6 double crochets, not the one we started, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. Now, if you want to go bigger, you can. And here I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 double crochets. Okay, so this row we're going to do now. We count from the beginning, so that means I have 10 rows altogether, counting with the middle one here. On this row, we're just going to do double crochet over double crochet. So I came back in on the same one I've closed and doing 1 double crochet per stitch, 1 inside of my chain stitch, all the way to the end of the edge here, and then I'll meet you once I've completed this edge. So I've completed the side here. Inside of my 1 chain stitch, 1 double crochet, 1 per stitch, And then in my increase, I'm going to do my increase, 2 double crochet as we've been doing. Inside of my 2 chain, I'm doing 2 double crochet, okay, and then 1 per stitch. So where we have the 2 chains, 2 double crochets. Where we have 1 chain, 1 double crochet. And on the motifs here on the edge, we're doing 2 double crochet on the last one. So 2 on the last one here. And we have counting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I just finished row 11. That's counting right from the very first one. Row 11, I have 316 double crochets, which we do have to have an even number. Okay, so now this row 12, very simple, is only going to be, I'm going to do 1 chain, coming back in with single. This row is only singles all the way around. There is no increase, just singles on each double crochet. Okay, I hope I'm not too far off from the camera. I'm terrible at that. My space is so small, and so it turns everything complicated. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 13. So I've done my 316 singles, 1 chain where I've closed off, coming back into the same stitch with a single, another single, next stitch, another single. So 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th, doing again single, next stitch, single, and single. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 6th, and doing the 3 singles again. So we're going to do this all the way around. If we need to make an adjustment at the end, we shouldn't, but it can happen. Then we will make an adjustment. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, all the way around the same way, including the round, the edge. Okay, everyone, so I'm almost on my last. I have 2 more chains to do, and if I skip the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going to the 6th, I can't do the 3 here to make a little loop here. So here I've done 6 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to come on the 5th instead, into the next one, 2, 3, and into the next one. See if that works out, even if I have to go back, probably best. I'm going to go back to the 3rd one and do, instead of going into the 6th, I'm going to go into the 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do my 3 singles. I don't know where I went wrong with calculation. I must have miscalculated something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 5th. And then do my 3 singles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coming in that first single. Doesn't change anything on the pattern. Okay, so I'm going to do the walk with slip stitch to this first chain with single, and 2 chain. I'm going to build 12 double crochets in here, but first starting the first 6 and then 2 chain, then 6 more. Okay, so 2, 4, 5 and 6, chain 2, doing 6 more, so I'll have the total of my 12 double crochets. 4, 5 and 6. So I've done my 6 double crochets. Now we have the single. Right below the single we have the other single. Okay, I'm going to come below on that single with a front post single, and then come back in and do my 6 double crochets again. So it's just a repeat now of what we did. 6 double crochets, 2 chain, and 6 more double crochets. So I've done the 6 double crochets, total of 12. Right below we have that single, below the single, and I'm doing front post single, and then double crochet directly into the next one. Continue to do the 6 double crochets, 2 chain, and 6 more double crochets. 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished all the way around. I'm grabbing my mixed colored green. You can start anywhere. I'm going to come behind where we have those 3 singles. On the middle single, I'm going to go in through the middle one. Of course, my stitch is always very tight. And I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. That's my double crochet. Single and 2 chain. And 5 more, actually 4 more on the first one. I don't like to do 5 on the first one. The other ones are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Coming back in, creating a V on that same stitch. If I do a 5, it's going to be too wide here, and it's not pretty, so I don't like that. I always do a chain less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm going to come in the center of that 12 double crochet on the bottom and single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming back in again where we have that middle single, doing double crochet in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming back in, creating that V. And we're going to do this all the way around the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain in the middle. Now, if your stitch is too loose, you can do a 4 chain, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming again in the center, the middle of that single with double crochet and 5 chain. Create the double crochet. Okay, like I said, if you find that it's too loose here, you can create 4 chain instead of 5. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all of my V's. So I've changed to 4 chain instead of 5, like I mentioned to you, whatever was best for you, 5 or 4. So I've closed in with slip stitch on my second chain. I'm going to do a single, 1, 2, 3, not three, two, single and two chain, my first double crochet. I'm going to do a total of 5 double crochets inside of my V. So these are my leaves for my flowers. And then I'm going to come on that first one and do the popcorn. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a single and 1, 2, and 3 again, coming back in, doing 5 double crochets. So I have 4 and 5. That's included with my single and my chains. So I'm going to come again on the last chain and close my popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain coming directly in. Now with the other one I did 4 chain and came on the single and 4 chain. It's much easier this way and faster because it's going to be closed anyway on the next row when we do the flowers. So 3, 4, 5. Come on that first one, close it in with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain, come down, single. 1, 2, 3 chain, and then do my 4 more double crochet. Total of 5 altogether. Coming on my last chain here and closing with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. And again, starting my 5 double crochet for my leaves. So the popcorn stitch, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch, 1, 2, and 3, single. You're probably wondering, well, she did 5, but then she's doing the 3 down, but she's counting the other one up. It doesn't matter. That's just the way it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to come on the first one here and close it. Like this, they look, for some reason, it always looks even this way. Okay? So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I've done all the leaves. Now we're going to go into the flower. Now the flower is no different. For a lot of you that already know the pattern from the small one, it's popcorn the same way as we did the leaves. So you can start anywhere. So you would come in between the 2 leaves of the popcorn, and we're going to create it in the center here, the 2 popcorn. So single, 2 chain, doing my 5 double crochets, 3, 4, and 5. So coming in that first one, it's no different than what we did with the other one. 1, 2, and 3. The only difference is we're not doing the 2 chain single or 3 chain single. We're doing 3 chain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Closing it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to see if 4 is enough. I'm going to come in that single and I'm going to close these 2 up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. coming in the center again between the two popcorns and creating those 5 double crochet for the popcorn. And then 1, 2, 3 chain. Now if your tension is tight, you can do a 4 chain. And then once I'm finished this all the way around, I'm cutting my thread and we're coming in with the last row. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Coming in, closing the 2 strings back here. This is going to be covered on the next one, on the last row. Okay, so that's all you have to do. I hope it wasn't off camera. I have that bad habit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming in between both popcorns and doing 5 double crochets. Now if you're using very small thread like number 10, you can do 6 or 7 to make your popcorns a little bit thicker and stand out. Okay, I should have mentioned that from the beginning, but sometimes people, I can't just think of everything, right? Far from being perfect. We try our best. That's all we can do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And last one, 5. One, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming in that single and closing those chains up. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished my row. Now I'm going to come in with the white. This is the last row. We're going to complete the rest of the flower. Single, slip stitch knot, sorry, my goodness. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to come in on the middle here of my 2 flowers, create my single, my 2 chain, and I'm going to continue to do in this 3 chain middle here. Make sure I'm in the center here, because sometimes I'm telling you, I'm going to complete 6 double crochets. 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to come behind that flower into the other side, and I'm going to do front post single, coming down that 4 chain with 6 double crochets. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to connect it with this white one we have here in the middle of that 2 chain we did. Okay, so pretty much closing in already my flower on there. Coming in that 4 chain going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 double crochets. So I'm coming this time from behind this way into the center there, doing my single front post, coming in the middle and continuing to do those 6 double crochets. That 4, 5, and 6. Again, coming in and closing that single front post, coming in the 4 chain going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, coming in that 2 chain, closing it in. You see how it is the back, so it pretty much hides all the chains back there. And then again, going up on that 4 chain with 6 double crochets. Simple as that. I want to thank every single one of you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this oval. I had mentioned when I did the round small ones that I would probably create an oval, and I did. 2, 4, 6. Thank God. I love it. It came out pretty good. I create my patterns as I go, whatever comes to mind. So I don't have, I don't take notes. I don't have a diagram to follow anything. This is how I create my patterns, and a lot of times I'll take from one pattern and another and add them together and create 1, 2, 4, 6, coming in again. And then your single front post, and then again going down on that chain with 6 double crochets. 4, 5, and 6, coming in that 2 chain, single. So this does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this new creation. This pattern is very similar to many patterns I have with different style. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, I ask of you to please do so. Share the video or the channel on your Facebook. Put it public so other people can see and recognize the channel. Give a thumbs up. It's extremely important. Thank you so much for the blessings. God bless you, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.